Felix, 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 Max, Max, Maxer, poor Max. It was the middle of October, 10 years ago, 9 years ago. He came up to our door. We had our glass storm door. My grandkids were there at our house. And they were shocked. We were all shocked to see a kitty peering into the storm door, hungry. It was cold. Somebody had abandoned him on our driveway 4 days earlier. And he resorted to eating twigs, leaves, and grass. That's what was in his poopy. And he devoured whole pieces of dry food. He didn't even bother chewing them because he was so hungry. And then I took him to the vet the next day. The vet said he could have died, but he made it past the coyotes. He went about 3-4 acres past the other dogs and the horses and the goats, and he made it to my front doorstep. I don't know why he did. Why did he choose my doorstep? And the other day, well, he knew I would love cats and would feel sorry for him and take him in, but he loves Larry. Anyway, the other day we went to pick somebody up, and their cat went running out of the front door and came meowing, talking to me, and wanted me to pick him up, so I picked him up. And she says, that was really strange. Her cat would never, ever do that. And she says, he must have saw that you were a cat lover. I said, yeah. She says, he's never gone outside. He's basically a shy cat. And for him to have done that, to walk out to my car, meowing and talking to me, it was really totally bizarre behavior of the cat. And that's what Felix did to me down at that store, that antique store. It was a feed store. Felix came running out, or not running out. He followed me all through the feed store, in my face, just talking and talking and talking to me. And she said that somebody had dropped him and his litter, a litter of kittens, off. He was only about 10 weeks old. And the other kittens had got run over because it was 10 feet away from the front door, is 10 feet away from the main highway, which is 50, 60 mile an hour speed. And then coyotes there as well. And I says, oh, this cat's so sweet. I said, why don't you make him a store cat? And she says, nope, we kick him out at night. I says, he'll get eaten or killed. She says, that's not our problem. People just drop off their cats thinking that we should take their unwanted animals. She says, they're always doing that to us because we're a feed store. So I went to pay for my purchases, and the counter was about chest level. And Felix jumped up there, and he put his paws in my face and meowed and meowed, and he looked deep into my face. Well, what do you think happened? I had 3 cats then, all from the same family. I was not going to take another cat. But then Felix worked his way into my heart. And I put him in my truck, and he sat there with Satin. He jumped in the back, curled up with Satin. That was bizarre. Well, Satin was a very sweet lab. So we figured that Felix had been raised living in a car with a bunch of dogs. I don't know. We have no idea. But he became our cat, number 4. And Max became number 5. But Biddy Boo died first of the 3 black cats. Biddy Boo, the polydactyl, 20-pound polydactyl, died after a 3-week struggle with serious health issues. I would have done anything to keep him alive, but the vet said no hope. He had serious holes in his intestines from the thyroid medication. I wished I would have taken him to the med school and had his thyroid burned. For $800, that would have been much cheaper, and he would have lived. Anyway, then his sibling, Tilly, who was Larry's cat, died of stomach cancer, and then Princess died. I made a video of Princess sitting at my feet while I was playing Prelude and C. You can see that one. It's Prelude and C for my dying cat, Princess. She always sat next to me while I was playing the piano, and now Felix has taken her place. And then we got Buggers, the ragdoll. He's a stinker. He's very aloof. I have no idea. He doesn't behave like a ragdoll. He's extremely aloof. He doesn't like people, and he's a one-person cat. And I only see him once a day. It's just bizarre. He's unfriendly, but I don't know what happened to him, but he is not a true ragdoll behavior. Anyway, aren't these sweet? Now, they'll be fighting in about 20 minutes. They're just go nose to nose fighting. Crazy. Anyway, y'all have a good day. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye.